That's all right. He can't even pick out his own daughter.
Take a picture with her.
Yeah.
I'll post it.
Street. Waddle, Senior Class Vice President. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate this huge milestone with us. As we begin to think of our lives, I would like to share this quote with you. As you start your journey, the first thing you should do is throw away that store-bought map and begin to draw your own. We have the power to do whatever we may desire. We opened our doors and now it's time to walk through them. Congratulations, class of 2015. We did it. I would like to acknowledge the following groups for their participation in today's ceremony. Air Force ROTC unit under the leadership of Colonel Jim Pfaff and Senior Master Sergeant Clement Francis for the participation of the colors. Mr. Rowan, Ms. Halleisen, and the Westland High School Chorale and Vocal Music graduates for their participation in today's ceremony. Lastly, I would also like to thank the Westland High School Symphonic Band directed by Mr. Zach Kaler and Ms. Susie Kim. I would like to call to the podium the class of 2015 Senior Class Treasurer, Ms. Amisadai Perez.
See, there's a light.
I would now like to introduce our platform guest. Please hold your applause until the end. Southwestern City School Board President, Mr. Randy Raisling. Board Vice President, Ms. Kathy Johnson. Board Member, Ms. Karen Dover. Board Member, Ms. Mindy Garbrick. Board Member, Mr. Lee Schreiner. Superintendent of the Southwestern City Schools, Dr. William H. Wise. Deputy Superintendent, Mr. David J. Stewart. Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum, Mr. J. Patrick Callahan. Treasurer, Mr. Hugh W. Garside Jr.
They went around.
Executive Director of Secondary Learning and Athletics, Dr. Eric D. Shuey. Southwestern Career Academy Principal, Mrs. Shirley A. Moore. Southwestern Career Academy Assistant Principal, Mr. James Marion. Southwestern Career Academy Senior Guidance Counselors, Mrs. Jill Caton and Ms. Gretchen Turner. Westland High School Principal, Mr. John R. Rathburn. Assistant Principals, Mr. Chad Dotson, Ms. Yvonne Edwards, Mr. Vincent Spurko. Athletic Supervisor, Mr. Greg Burke. Westland High School Senior Counselors, Ms. Christina Shore. Advisors of the class of 2015, Mrs. Kimberly Dillon and Mrs. Victoria Metzinger. Please join me in expressing thanks to all these people for making our commencement possible. With the entire Westland High School and Southwestern faculty, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. I would like to introduce and call to the podium our senior class secretary, Ms. Destiny Ford. Would all members of the Westland High School Chorale and Vocal Music graduates please come forward?
They're going to sing their alma mater.
Please stand and gentlemen remove your caps. Please join the choir in the singing of the Westland High School alma mater.
Adventurous, curious. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to stand here and talk about how much we changed. It's very evident we've changed. Rather, I like to speak about the now and the future. Some of us will continue to chase an educational goal, staying in school at least an extra 4 years to get a degree that will be the symbolism of our hard work, dedication, late night cramming, study sessions, thousands of dollars of debt, maybe even a couple tears. But regardless if that degree will be to teach the future, cure the sick, or get justice for the wrongly accused, we all have the same end goal: to be successful in whatever endeavor we choose to pursue. Some of us may work straight out of school, using the tools and skills we've learned in the classes of Westland High School in order for us to be successful in what we choose. But regardless of the route, we will all face the same problems, the same accomplishments, the same heartbreak, and the same joy. And with that, we'll find ways to contest our problems, increase our accomplishments, surpass our heartbreak, and prolong our joy. I found an anonymous quote that goes, "Inspired by the fear of being average." Although senioritis is very real, and after a while it became second or third important with doing homework, I definitely believe that this quote is true to the 2015 senior class. When I walk through the halls of Westland High School, I do not see average people. I see future entrepreneurs, physicians, engineers, veterinarians, professors, artists both of the visual and musical assortment, and an array of other career paths. You cannot look at a group of people like this and believe they're not afraid of being just another person on the street or another number in their classroom. You cannot look at these people, these intelligent, gifted, courageous, and talented people and think, oh, they're young. After a while, their dreams will be just that, dreams. Just let them believe that their lives will be rainbows and lollipops. They'll snap out of it eventually. Because you know what? These dreamers have been some of the most incredible people I have met in my short 18 years. You can ask any person from this class what they want to do with their lives, and just by how bright their eyes become, how their face glows, their smile span from ear to ear, it's hard to believe that they will tolerate their dreams slipping through the crevices of their little fingers. And they will not allow negative messages to snap them out of their dreams either, because with this generation of dreamers Westland has created, it also created doers, go-getters. You know what's funny? Past generations love to call us the microwave generation. With anything and everything being accessible to us, they believe that when we want something, we want it now. And to tell you the truth, I don't see why that would be a bad thing. Actually, I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. I mean, really, just think about it. That simply means we don't allow things to come to us passively. When we want something, we want it. And that means that we will demand for it. We do not sit dormant and wait for it to come, whether it's tangible or intangible, like success or praise. We go out there and get it. It sucks to be a dreamer in this bad microwave generation, right? I mean, let's be honest, seniors. They're just scared of us. Scared because not only will we do our jobs and do it well, but we'll take their jobs while we're at it. And soon enough, we aren't inspired by the fear of being average. We are our own inspirations. We'll be able to sit in our nicely decorated office and think back to May 30th, 2015 and the Celeste Center, and waiting for our diploma, sitting in these chairs, finally getting our tangible triumph to reach our sweaty and trembling hands and think, this is when my life began. This very moment is when my dreams became less of a blurry image that invaded my thoughts, but a vivid image that manifested in me. This moment right here is when I told myself not to be afraid of where my dreams can take me or to let them become too imaginative. But until then, I will leave you with this quote by the late Steve Jobs. Here's the crazy ones. The misfits, they're not fond of rules. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. But what you can't do is ignore them because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the ones who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that do. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2015.
At this time, I welcome to the podium Westland High School Principal, Mr. John Rathburn.
I am honored at this time to bring to the podium two of our top scholars from the class of 2015. Would Tyessa Linick and Sierra Snodgrass please come forward? Tyessa Linick is a class salutatorian with a final GPA of 4.527. Tyessa was born in the Ukraine and moved to the United States when she was 4 years old. Tyessa will be attending The Ohio State University, majoring in pre-med. It gives me great pleasure to announce that Tyessa Linick is the class of 2015 salutatorian. Which now brings me to Sierra Snodgrass. Sierra is the class valedictorian with a final GPA of 4.58. Sierra will be attending The Ohio State University, where she received the Provost Scholarship. Sierra plans to major in biology and pursue a career in genetic research. Please join me in congratulating the Westland High School class of 2015 valedictorian, Sierra Snodgrass. At this time, I would like to introduce the class of 2015 president, Miss Lauren Mosier.
Wow, we're finally here. Hello everyone. Can you believe we were actually here? It felt like just yesterday we were walking into those glass doors for the very first time. I remember being that nervous freshman, hoping I could remember where my first period class was and trying to remember that I didn't go to homeroom before first period. I didn't think this day would actually come. I thought that high school was just an endless circle with no escape. But here we are, about to be thrown into the hands of the real world. We have to learn from our mistakes, take chances, and remember that it's okay to be wrong sometimes. If we can't do wrong, then we can't be right either. We wouldn't know which was which. But anyway, here we are. All the stress of exams, GPAs, colleges, and scholarship applications are done with. Now's the time where we rock the world. After all, it is what we make it. The future is in our hands, whether you believe it or not. Just like Mr. Rathburn says every day, make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. And guess what? He's right. Everything that we're about to do is up to us. We are the only ones who can change our lives. There isn't anyone there to hold our hands and guide us anymore. If we start with a day at a time and try to make that the greatest, we can do anything we set our minds to. Just like Dr. Seuss says, you're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the only ones who decide where to go. So, as we go on our own separate ways, I would like to leave you with one last thing as Westland High School's class of 2015. Make it a great life or not. The choice is always yours.
And you can make them into a positive. You're going to have more losses in your life, and you've got to look at how to overcome them, because I've seen you overcome, and I know what you are capable of. And there's probably no one out here sitting that doesn't know what you're capable of, because I'm going to tell you, you're capable of greatness. You are capable of being anything you want to be. And when you leave here today, you are going to be a proud graduate, a proud cougar of Westland High School. Because once a cougar, always a cougar. I've debated sharing this story because I don't share this story very often. I've probably shared this story, and it's short, I promise you, so I know you want these. But I'm going to share this. It's a personal story. And those of you, again, that have taken the time to come in and talk to me, you know, I get personal with you, and I tell you what I think about you. And usually it's pretty good. But back a little, when I was 14, 15 years old, actually when I was a freshman in high school and building that foundation, I got done with football season, and my brother was one of the coaches, and he wanted me to wrestle. And I wasn't too sure about it. And my mom, no, you're not going to wrestle. In case some of you didn't know it, my first name's John, so she said, John, you're not going to wrestle. That doesn't mean when you come up here you call me John, by the way. Although I'm sure a couple of you will. And she said, no, it's too dangerous. You're going to break your neck. Can't do it. So football ended. My brother was at school. He told me, he goes, hey, pack a bag. You're going to wrestling practice tomorrow. I said, no, Mom said I couldn't. He goes, I'll take care of that. But of course, he did nothing. He told her I was going to be lifting weights, working out for football for the next season. So I went to practice for a week, and I hated it. I mean, I really disliked it. So I came home Friday after practice, and I remember this as if it were yesterday. My mom was downstairs. She was doing laundry, folding clothes. And I walked down the steps. We lived in a pretty small house, an old house in the south end of Columbus, and it was the kind of steps you could see through. They weren't, solid steps. And I sat down about halfway down the steps. I looked at my mom and I said, "Mom, I got to tell you something. My brother Tim and I weren't very honest with you. I've been going to wrestling all week, and you're right. It's dangerous. I'm going to break my neck. I'm going to quit." And without batting an eye, she barely looked at me and she kept folding clothes. She said, she kind of laughed. She said, "You're not going to quit." She goes, "You started it. Not only are you going to finish this year, you're in it for 4 years. Good luck." Well, I'm going to tell you something. I wasn't very happy, but there was no debating my mom, because she was my mom and my dad, because my dad passed away when I was 8. So the sacrifices she made were incredible. Just like many of you have had parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles do the same for you. And I share this story with you because that conversation took literally 45 seconds. And there was no, "Hey mom, but," with my mom. It's just, I got up, put my head down, walked upstairs, and my brother was kind of laughing at me because he knew what she was going to say. And I did do it for 4 years. And because of that, a passion grew inside of me. Because when I graduated from high school, then I became a coach. And through that coaching, that made me want to become a teacher. Without that 45-second speech, I truly believe I would not be standing here today. My message to you is, listen to what people have to say to you. Take the time to take it in. You never know what somebody's going to tell you, what impact it's going to have. Whether it be a 30-second conversation or a 10-minute conversation. You never know who you're going to meet that's going to change your life. When you wake up tomorrow and start that new life, or tonight when you sit down with your parents or your guardians or your grandparents and they talk to you, really take the time to listen. Because those little things, they can make a difference. And I'm going to tell you, back in 1978, I never thought for a second that was going to make a big difference in my life. But I promise you, I wouldn't be here today without it. I don't know where I'd be. That impacted my life. Now, my mom's 93 years old. I was just with her last night, as a matter of fact. She has a hard time getting around. Last night she told me it's the last time I'm probably going to, I picked her, my wife picked her up and I took her home, and she said, "It's probably the last time I'm going to take a trip like this." She's on a walker. She has a hard time getting around. It won't be, because in a couple weeks I'm going to ask her to do something else, and she'll get on her walker and she'll travel and do whatever she has to do, because she's a tough lady. But her words from 1978 maybe don't resonate with you as much. So I told you, when I run, when I try to work out, I listen to different music. So I am going to read a little bit of my script, because I think this person you'll all be familiar with, and I don't know how closely you've listened to the words. So maybe you can guess when I get started who this is. And when I get done, I'm going to tell you, it's really the same words that my mom said to me back in 1978. And I'm going to say it just like he says it. "I got that can't stop, won't stop in my veins. That's why they can't stop, won't stop screaming my name. Nellie, Nellie. Go tell a friend to tell a friend, I'm going to fight to the end. It's the blood of a champion pumping deep inside my veins. Too much pride to be running. I'm going to get what I can and more, even if my blood, my sweat, and my tears don't mean nothing. It's the heart of a champion. It's the heart of me. It's the heart of a champion in me. If hard work pays off, then easy work is worthless. My work habit ain't no habit, man. I do it on purpose. I push myself to the limit so my talent will surface. Now, obviously, those are words a little different than my 93-year-old mother's going to say. But if you listen closely, it tells you, don't quit. Don't take the easy way out. Hard work does pay off, and that's why you're sitting here today. The easy way, well, it is worthless. Don't give up. Don't be afraid to work hard. Don't be afraid to believe in yourself and to believe in greatness. Let your actions make you remembered. Work like a champion in all that you do. Be ready to sweat tomorrow. Be ready to believe in yourself tomorrow. Be ready to know that with hard work, anything is possible. Tomorrow is the start of a new life. A door closes and a new door opens tomorrow. Believe greatness is behind that door, because I believe that for you. You just have to work for it, graduates of 2015. Work for it and believe it. Now, when we have conversations, I always ask you, I say, would you do this at work? And you say, yeah, but I don't get paid here. Well, folks, here's your paycheck today. Make sure you cash it in and you use it. Now, I can only finish this one way, as you know. Good afternoon, seniors. This is Mr. Rathburn with a few words of wisdom. You're graduating today, and you've accomplished something. Now, what will you accomplish? Now, what will you become? Listen to the words from Winston Churchill. Never give up, never give up, never, never, never. Believe in yourself. Believe in others. Be thankful for those who have helped you reach this point. Now believe you are special. Then go out and do something special. Believe that one of the greatest pleasures in life is doing what people say you can't do. Expectation is everything. Every day can be your day if you expect it to be. And I'm going to tell you this, and if you listen to anything I said, listen to this. There will come a time where you believe everything is finished. Graduates, that'll be the beginning. And that is tomorrow. Surround yourself with positive people. Build a tradition. Strive for excellence. And don't stop believing. Leave a legacy behind that you can be proud of. Make this payday count. With a great deal to think about, and for the last time, this is Mr. Rathburn. Make it a great future or not. The choice, no, it's yours. All right, now what you've all been anxiously waiting for, the presentation of the paychecks, the diplomas. Mrs. Erin Hibbett, Junior Counselor, will announce our graduates. Senior Counselor, Mrs. Christina Shore, and Assistant Principal, Mr. Chad Dotson, will assist our board members, Mrs. Kathy Johnson and Mr. Lee Schreiner, in the presentation of diplomas. A few words first. This graduation ceremony is the culmination of 13 years of schooling for more than 300 young people who have worked hard and have excelled. Some students will experience additional graduations in their lives. For others, this will be their only commencement ceremony. All members of the class of 2015 deserve to savor the special moment of walking across the stage when their names are called. And all parents want to be able to hear their child's name. Please honor all graduates with the same respect you wish for the graduate who brought you here with such pride today. Please refrain from using noisemakers and hold your applause until all graduates have been announced. Class of 2015, please stand. Members of the Board of Education, Dr. Wise, platform guests, parents, teachers, and friends. As a very proud principal of Westland High School, it is my honor and my great privilege to announce to you that these students in the class of 2015 have met all the graduation requirements prescribed by the state of Ohio and of the Southwestern City School District, and are duly authorized to receive their diplomas. Will the first row of students please come forward? Remaining students, please be seated. And now, Mrs. Hibbett.
Elizabeth Krebs. Wilka Marine. Malcolm Mac Whiteside. Kaylee Renee Rowe. Garrett Daniel Edwards. Kylie Janae Jackson. Richard Daquan McCree. Andrea Guadalupe Palma. Lacey Renee Wilson. Jessica Renee Neville. Andrew Kalen Robert Ritchie. Nolan Ryan Lee. Samuel Mang. Van Thong Uk. Elizabeth Barbara Banos. Yarensi Cisneros. Jade Michelle Douglas. Madison Sierra Qualls. And Adelia Rios. Larissa Ann Hayes. Andrea Michelle Legg. David Ochoa. Ashley Nicole Canty. Catherine Blake Chula. Tyla Marie Hardy. Jonathan Jeffrey Justice. Fabiola Elizabeth Marquecho. Vanessa Navarro. Amisadai Perez Hernandez. Christian Alexander Pugh.
Oh, wow. Christian.
Caleb James Ross. Maria Shislow. Claire Renee Thomas. Madeline Marie Wallace. Addie Celine Perez. Jackie Marie Harris. Jennifer Hart Moser. Ashley Nicole Neal. Aluchi Michelle Abiagu. Nancy Paola Rojas. Aaliyah Brianne Ruthers. Dominic Daniel Thomas. Priscilla Guadalupe Villagomez Sanchez. Holden Khalid. Alele Gabriela Reyes. Luke Jeremy Klott. McKenna Mariah Morrow. Consuelo Lopez Bernardo. Brennan Lucille Fisher. Monet Rianne Mickens. Yolanda Santano Martinez. Blake Andrew Reese. Corinne Taylor Updegrove. Mary Nicole Bertullo. Savannah Mariah Badillo. Haley Noel Hutchison. Stephen Park. Mina Lynn Ward. Natalia Farias Borges. Alma Naomi Campizano. Yusuf Meima Konate. Chelsea Jade McCarty. Natalie Nicole Rock. Chelsea Lynn Stebbins. Christopher Cameron Scott. Andrew Michael Llewellyn. Michael Angel Yausis. Roger Arthur Robinson. Jacinia Samira Martinez Silva. Amanda Brittany Foster. Damon Ross Mann. Ryan Douglas Nicholas Aaron Elliott. Mariah Renee Norris.
Here he comes.
Alicia Renee Bauman. Michelle Didi Lamati. Caitlin Eudora Wilson. Kathy Vanessa Cabreja. Amber Nicole Caldwell. Emily Madison Gant. Mariah Dawn Lilly. Chantelli Lace Pipes. Tyler James Robinson. Zachary Michael Welch. Tasha Nicole Captain.
Get a picture of his phone.
Michaela Shadane Christian. Adam Wayne Harris.
Go Adam!
Corbin Timothy Moxley. Rebecca Ann Nauta. Caitlin Diane Orman. Amber Lynn Templin. Sean Joseph Bowers. Kara Ellen Brackens. Malika Ann Bradley. Benton Joshua Burchett. Shayla Dawn Burt. Fidel Campizano.
How the hell that happened? I'll be nice.
Say hi. Say hi.
First, to our audience, please remain at your seats until all graduates have left the auditorium. Thank you. Class of 2015, please stand. Platform guests, parents, faculty, and friends, I present to you the graduates of the class of 2015. Please join me in the symbolic representation of our commencement ceremony.